All right, let's get to it. Let's get to it, man. Hanging with Beat Drop Podcast, episode 118. How we feeling? How we feeling? Happy day, happy day. If you listen to episode 117, which was called Solitude, we're gonna probably piggyback a little bit off of that. But hopefully you guys are doing good. Man, this week was interesting, man, because I mean the weather was a trip. I was supposed to do a gig on Saturday morning, and throughout the week I was like, man, is this event gonna get canceled? Cause I'm like, it's supposed to be outside. I'm like, I don't know how much a canopy could save your boy, but luckily, um well, I don't know. Yeah, well, it got postponed because I was a little nervous. I ain't going front. I was like, "Hey, is it still on?" But it got postponed, so I was supposed to DJ Saturday. But good thing we rescheduled the event. But the weather was crazy, man. That rain was no joke, man. If you went out, you cut from a different cloth. You know what I'm saying? Because I was like, yeah, that rain is crazy, man. I was like, if I don't got a DJ, I'm straight. Anyways, man. Yeah, and it was also snow. Like, I went on a nice little I'm on a nice little, like, I don't know if you would say hike, but like I went on a nice little like run up in the mountains, you know what I mean? And I was kind of proud of myself because I was running, and then I looked back and Jacob was behind me, and I was like, damn, bro, like, how am I more fit than you? No, I'm just kidding. No, but it was cool, man. Nice little hike, man. Seeing nature and being the moment. What are we gonna get into? Okay, a couple things. Well, first off, I am putting a good amount of hours into making sure that mental praise is getting going. If you haven't heard about mental praise, it's something I created way back in like 2021. It's something that I feel God spoke to me about, and I'm excited for the next steps. I'm really doing some extensive research to make sure that we could get it going. Some fun things that I got planned, and with the grace of God, I hope everything goes well. So yeah, stay tuned for that. We getting stuff made. We just getting things lined up, and I'm excited for it. So if you haven't followed the page, it's Instagram, the whole nine, at Mental Praise. And we got a newsletter coming soon for that too. So yeah, man, Mental Praise on and popping. A lot of my energy and a lot of my focus has been on Mental Praise. I got people that have hit me up like, hey man, like, are you still DJing? Can you DJ? And I'm just say like this, yes, I'm still DJing, but I'm not gonna front and say that a lot of my energy is going into Mental Praise. I'm doing the DJ stuff as well, obviously the podcast. So we're just moving and grooving. I feel like I love and enjoy to do multiple things, and but I feel like Mental Praise, it's just been a calling for me that I think I'm hoping that it helps a lot of individuals, and we could get to it with that. So Mental Praise stuff coming soon. I'll keep you guys updated. If you guys would love to support the movement, like I said, at Mental Praise or at www.mentalpraise.com. We getting the page updated. So we just moving and grooving, man. We taking the proper steps to making sure that everything goes beautiful. So I'm excited for that. Okay, so two things I want to talk about today. And like I said, we're gonna kind of piggyback a little bit on the solitude part. And I spoke about it last week, but man, I don't know what it is, but like, I like to watch a lot of services. I follow a good amount of pastors, and I read the Bible app every day. And something that, has been coming up, like something that's been catching my attention a lot. One is friends and circle, right? So I've been seeing that a lot, like who your friends are in your circle. And I know we talked about it last week. And also habits. I've been thinking about not the restaurant, the habit, which sounds amazing, but I think about what are the habits that we are implementing in our lives. Okay, whether it's good habits that we're creating or bad habits to break. So like I said, I've been seeing a lot of stuff about habits, and your friends and your circle. Okay, so you might be wondering, so what does that got to do with me, B? Like, what you trying to talk about? Okay, well, this is what I'm trying to talk about. Last week we spoke a little bit about who your circle is, but I really want to emphasize on that because, like I said, I've been seeing a lot about friends and who you surround yourself with. Okay, which also translates to another word which I want to get into, which is self-awareness. Okay, which will probably be two words, but the reason why I feel like it correlates with self-awareness is because I was really thinking, and I was trying to put it together on my notes, is how important is your circle, right? Like, how important are the people that you talk to on a consecutive basis, right? Whether it's your parents, whether it's your friends, whether it's your significant other, or whatever, your coworkers. I even think about when you start talking like someone that you hang around with for such a long time, you start picking up, little habits. You see, habits, friends, just like what I said I want to talk about. And also what you tell your friends, and also how that goes to self-awareness. And hopefully I'm not confusing you, but I think, like, for example, let's say you have a great idea for an upcoming business idea that you want to create, or a great idea for your brand, or a great idea for your whatever the case might be. If you are not self-aware of what you want and what you're trying to create, and if you're not confident in yourself, and you tell a friend something and they could push that idea to the side, um that could literally be the end of something that you really wanted to create. So I was really thinking about that this week. Like I said, I've been seeing so much stuff about friends and your circle, but I was really thinking about how your friends could be a good thing and your friends could be a bad thing. Like, I think that sometimes we underplay how much your circle, really is important. If you want to, for example, want to be a person that wants to get fit, right? Like, you're like, what, I'm tired of not being healthy. I want to work out. Like, I just want to be, my spiritual eyes telling me that I want to be a good, healthy person for God. Beautiful. Okay. You know, who is your circle? Who are you hanging around with? If you hang around with someone that's like, bro, you good, fam. Like, dog, like, bro, we could eat this. Like, don't even worry about that. Don't even go to the gym. You might be like, you might not even notice how that could, like, really be the end of you working out. You know what I'm saying? Like, but if you have a circle, or you have people that are keeping you accountable, like, yo, like, what's the workout looking like today? Or like, hey, did you go to the gym? And yeah, like, your ego might be like, bro, like, leave me alone, like, or like, sis, like, chill. But it's like, that's important. You feel me? Like, that's super, super important. And I was thinking about that. I was like, how important your circle is. You feel me? Who do you tell your problems to? You get what I'm saying? Like, what do they say about your problems? Are they trying to help you? And all these things. So I think that's very important. I don't want to go super into it because, I feel like you kind of are getting the point, but I just wanted to plant the seed into, how important your circle is, you know what I mean? And how you could, try to better yourself with your circle, or having to, kind of pivot and go elsewhere with different type of people. That's just the truth. Like, you know what I mean? Like, we can't sugarcoat it and be like, and try to force it. Or, sometimes those friends, with time, realize what you were trying to do and could come back and be like, yo, let's do this, right? And that's cool. Like, that's another beautiful thing. So I just wanted to kind of, like I said, plant that seed. And the reason why I feel like a core line was self-awareness is because I was thinking of something that happened to me, where I told somebody something of an idea or something, and the response that I got was like, like, that wasn't something that I would feel could help what I was trying to say. But the reason why I aligned self-awareness is because I was like, okay, let me take a second. I know I want to do this. I wanted to talk about it, but it's okay, right? Like, I can't expect other people to see my vision or my dream. That's okay. I have to be self-aware to know my character and to know that um next time if I want to say something, maybe not say this type of topic to this person, or maybe say it to somebody else, and that's fine, right? Like I know sometimes we see online where it's like, don't tell people you're drink. I get it, right? But sometimes you could be excited about something and you could end up being disappointed. But that's another thing. Don't have expectations sometimes when you tell somebody something, you know? And like I said, there's so much beautiful stuff to learn when I read these books and these podcast interviews that sometimes I don't know what it is. I have a desire to for knowledge. Like I love learning and these little tricks and things that could really change your perspective into how you see a situation. Mindset shift. Like I really love it and I enjoy it. Because I'm like, man, sometimes one situation, one little different perspective could literally be like, oh, okay, it's cool. I have empathy for this person. It's okay. That's different. You get what I'm saying? I know I recommended to you guys a service from Transformation Church, but it was something where he says something about like flipping it. And it's true. Like how many times can someone disappoint you? And us, I mean, we're humans. You feel me? You're like, oh heck. But then, you going, nah, I'm gonna pray for this person. I mean, that sounds too good to be true, right? Like it's like let's be real. Like all of us cannot feel that right away. But if we set the intention to try to be like that, man, oh man, the way God just shows up for you is beautiful. You know what I'm saying? So, anyways, I could, like I said, I'm gonna keep talking. So if you give me a microphone and coffee, it's a wrap. I just won't stop. Anyways, so yeah, I just really wanted to touch on that again because I feel like I've been seeing it a lot I saw it on the Bible app. I saw it a lot like your friends, even a service of like, who are you friends? And I think an important question to ask yourself is, who is the person that I'm trying to become, and who am I surrounding myself with? Are they able to maximize my life into the person I'm trying to become, or are they dragging me down? And that's not a knock to them. That's not a knock to your friends or to your circle or to your family. But how can I be self-aware to be like, you know what? Maybe I shouldn't spend, if I want to go to the gym, but if I'm talking to my friend and we're, gossiping for 2 hours, maybe I shouldn't call this person before I want to go to the gym. You get me what I'm saying? Like, it's just little things that it's like, you don't have to like completely ghost people, but it's about you going like, you know what? Who is the person that I'm trying to become? What am I doing? And you have to be aware your environment is so important, bro. Like, I think about, for example, if it's like, if I'm not trying to eat unhealthy, but if I have, bags of chips available in my kitchen, then it's like, I'm gonna eat the chips, bro. Like and you're hungry and it's, oh, fine, it's here. So it's like, I think that, that's why this whole thing about self-development and self-awareness is so important, because sometimes we just do things and we don't even know that we're doing. You know what I'm saying? Going back to habits. Okay, so one more thing, and I'll let you all get out of here. We all have habits. You know what I'm saying? And Atomic Habits is probably the most amazing book about habits that you're gonna read. There's so much great stuff in there. Okay. But it's true. We all have habits, which whether are good or whether are bad. And sometimes you might be asking yourself, man, I don't have time to do this, or I don't have time to do that. Or you do things that you don't even notice that you're doing. I think maybe one of the most common things that maybe we all do, including myself, is spend a lot of time on social media, right? Like, let's be real. Like, sometimes you're even scrolling and you're like, I don't even know what I'm doing. Like, I'm already done. Like, they say that, do you feel better after you check Instagram, or do you feel worse? I mean, that's more of a self question to ask yourself. But in the end of the day, for me, I was like, I want to start a new habit. My habit is, I'm going to have assigned social media time, right? Like, it's kind of like, we have an assigned time to have breakfast. We have an assigned time to do this. So for me, I'm like, you know what? Now I'm going to have an assigned social media time. I'm not going to check my phone when I'm bored. I'm not going to check my phone when I go to the doctor's office and I'm sitting down. There's nothing to do and I'm going to check my phone. No, that's a habit that I'm trying to create for myself. So I set a timer, 20 to 25 minutes, whether I'm on TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, whatever social media platform of your choosing. Then after that, the timer's done and that's it. put the phone away, do what I gotta do. And you might be like, what? But it's like for real. Like if you check your screen time, and that's a habit that I feel is great because you might see your screen time in the end of the week and be like, damn, I spent how much time? I'm just saying that's a new habit that I'm doing because there's nothing wrong with social media. Like I'm not saying social media is bad. I'm not saying I'm over here on social media showing you what I'm doing, but that's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying that's been helping me. You know what I'm saying? Like that's a habit that I'm creating, and it's not easy because I feel like for years it's so you're so accustomed to it and to just checking our phones. I even took off notifications. Before I would have notifications for like comments and messages, not for likes but for comments and messages, because I always felt like, oh, I wanted to reply. But I took that off because now I don't have that constant ding 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 ding. You feel me? You know what I mean? That reminds me of that reminds me of Breaking Bad. The guy's like anyways, I don't have that constant notification. It's not easy. You know what I'm saying? It's like they say, life is like a credit card. Either you pay for it now, or you pay for it later. And I know some of the most hardest things, doesn't feel good right away. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like if you're trying to be in shape, working out is not easy. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I love the feeling after I work out. I feel like, let's go, baby. I got this energy. But sometimes when I'm working out and it's raining, I say I work out outside and it's raining and it's like you gotta have that. I don't feel like working out. Like, let's be real. Or when I see my kid eating some amazing freaking French fries right in front of me, and I'm over here like, nah, I can't eat that. And he's eating his Chips Ahoy, the chewy side. Anyways, not to make y'all hungry, but I'm just saying that everything everything you say yes to, you're saying no to something else. And as I was running up that hill and have a deal, running up have a deal with God. No, as I was running up that hill, and I was like, damn, like, my son has a young pops that's trying to be fit and trying to make sure he's good. I'm like, man, like that's what life is about. I want to make sure that I could run with my son, and I could keep up. One of the worst things I ever want to feel, is that I can't play with my kid, or I can't wrestle with him, or I can't carry him and, just enjoy what it is to be a pops. You feel me? So, appreciate y'all. Y'all have a beautiful, beautiful day. I hope you guys are having a magnificent day. And if you're not, just take a breather and, just everything's gonna be good. This too shall pass. Much love. Hang with Beat Drop Podcast, episode 118. And stay tuned for things that I'm working really, really hard for. I think we're gonna be in a good spot with Mental Praise, and I think some of this DJ stuff going on. So yeah, man. Appreciate you guys. You guys have a beautiful day. Thank you guys for listening, and praise your mind every single day. Much love, man.